must have a good start tonight, especially defensively. You've got to create some easy scores with your defense in this first 10 minutes. And that attack mentality, this group cannot be passive. You've got to attack this Cyclone offense off the bounce, be aggressive, even win the 50-50 possessions, Brian. That will be critical tonight.
Jeff Mitty made it a point at shoot-around talking about his team coming out with the right mentality. They have struggled at the start of games in the last couple of contests. The Wildcats come in having lost 2 straight, 7 of 9. Jones right to work on the inside against Shamatsi. Does not hit. You see the 5 for the Cyclones. Morgan Kane, starter from a year ago, now back in that role with the injury to Stephanie Soares. Here's Sundell backing to her defender down, missing the early shot inside.
And you can see right out of the gate for this Kansas State squad, it's about going to be one-on-one. You've got to put it on the floor and fit downhill. You want to attack this Cyclone defense.
Lenarski does not want to go up the shot, looking for Jones. 24 will touch it a lot. This time she gets it off the glass.
And when you're talking about 21 points a game and 10 rebounds a game in Big 12 play, she's a handful. She creates for other people.
Jalen Glenn touching the ball for the first time. Turnaround jumper on its way is short. The Wildcats in the first meeting had a number of great looks, but shot a terrible percentage against Iowa State, one of the lowest points of the season, and just a shade over, I should say, 30%.
Well, I think one of the interesting factors as well is you go back to that game in Ames where Kansas State did use a lot of zone against this Iowa State team, kind of changed things up, as well as Iowa State zoning the Wildcats. Right out of the gate, we're seeing man-to-man both directions, a good movement without the basketball for the Cyclones.
Shamatz in the corner, fakes the three on dude, drives, dumps under and scores.
That's not necessarily one thing you've seen a lot of from Sarah Shamatzi this season. If you're Jeff Mitty, is that penetration.
Shamatzi, who has tremendous international experience, we'll hear about later in the game from Jasmine, with the bucket there to get K-State on the board. Emily Ryan.
You've got to have your head on a swivel, know that these players are going to put it on the floor, be in good help principles.
Wide open look for Shamatzi. Got it, top of the circle.
5 games in double figures so far this season. This would be a great one for her to find that rhythm again tonight.
Shamatzi's season high of 25 came against another Iowa team, the University of Iowa, an upset of the 4th-ranked Hawkeyes in this building earlier this year. Everett's high throw to the sideline is a turnover. Iowa State trying to get it up the court. Everett steals it back. A little fortuitous break for K-State after a near throwaway. Shot clock reset on the change of possession. Wildcats with a basketball with Jaden Glenn. All the way to the basket and a running layup. 3 turnovers the last few possessions for the Cyclones. K-State in the meantime has scored 5 straight. Donarski, one-on-one against Sundell, able to run it to the basket and score.
And Lexi Donarski, one of those players that has the innate ability to score also on multiple levels. Can have quiet nights, but she impacts the game for Iowa State on so many different levels.
Good pass finds Jalen Glenn. 3-pointer a little long. A good look for Glenn. Do the trailing 3. That's good. Recruit a lot of the same players, 2 coaches that know each other very well. Both have been around a very long time. Jalen Glenn on the drive took a call for an offensive foul.
Automatically going to be a whistle. Not the first time this season for Jalen Glenn. 16 double-figure games, but you got to stay in the ball game. You got to keep that elbow down, and you can't push off.
First foul of the game on K-State. Maggie Espin-Miller-McGraw struggled a bit this year with her shot. Turns it over going down towards the corner, and the tie-up will be called.
And that was the message as she went over to the sideline from all of the Iowa State coaches. Shoot the basketball. When you're open, you've got to take those looks.
Sundell intercepts the inbound play. All the way towards the basket.
Easy buckets and easy baskets with more defense. That time, just a loose ball, 50-50 possession. Serena Sundell does a little bit of everything, and now she's got a chance at that 3-point play. These are the momentum builders. These is the energy piece that Kansas State needs here at home. They've lost 2 in a row. You want to get back in the winning mode.
You said it before. This is a team that maybe goes 7 deep. They rarely go to the bench. Jones on the side. Down to Dew, who was called for that foul in the end one a moment ago. Corner 3 by Fritz. Too long. Everett saves the rebound to a teammate. Wildcats down 1 with the ball. Sundell a full head of steam. The trailer is Shamatzi. Another 3! That's 8 points for Shamatzi. 2-3.
better time for her to find that groove.
Jones, a step back three-pointer off the mark. Jones had not been a great three-point shooter until this season. Her best year by far behind the arc, 37%. Lob to Gabby Gregory. Backing down Fritz. Up and under move and a beauty, and she scores her first basket.
All season, Jeff Mittie has put that in.
Jones and Everett mixing it up.
Watch Ashley Jones. She does not stop moving. She moves so well without the basketball. That's why she's hard to guard.
Donarski. Good move around Gregory to get her second basket. Iowa State ends an 8-0 run by K-State, but the final possession of the quarter almost belongs to K-State. Shot clock and game clock almost identical.
Yeah, no 2 for 1 here, but this is an opportunity where K-State's got to execute. You need to get a good shot here to close this first 10 minutes.
Sundell working on Donarski. Bumped. Tried to pass to Everett. Stolen away. Jones lets it fly near midcourt, but it will not go in. And the quarter comes to an end. Kansas State at the end of 1 leads by 2 on number 12, Iowa State.
Kansas State has had pretty good shot selection themselves, not forcing too many open looks, giving themselves that high percentage within the offense.
Sundell on the driving basket. K-State, who had the ball to begin the second quarter, lengthens their lead. Guarded by Gregory. K-State has not gone zone, they've gone man the entirety of the game. Jones steps inside, shot missed, and a foul called on K-State.
Well, the important part of that is you want to help without fouling. She becomes such a difficult matchup. Coming off that 32 points, a huge day against Oklahoma.
82% for the season, and about that number for her career. Gregory trying to post up down low against Duke. And the pass thrown away. Sundell not on the same page as Gregory. Cyclones a chance to tie or take the lead. Lob to Kane, and she'll score her first basket.
Did a great job working for that.
Moffitt down to Sundell. The ball knocked away and stolen by Iowa State. 2 turnovers, back-to-back possessions by the Wildcats. Donarski, a pull-up 3. That's good.
Confidence right from the get-go, and Jeff Mittie not at all happy about it. And this is not a Cyclone team that is adverse to runs. They were down 10 at one point, down 8 at another. Came back from each in their win at home against Oklahoma over the weekend. So they can manage the spurts. It's how you come out of them if you're Kansas State that's going to be critical. They finally get that isolation look, and Gabby Gregory a bucket down low.
Dew staying vertical, did not foul. Gregory has 4. Jones with 4, Gregory with 4, the 2 superstars that we talked about coming in. 3-pointer by Dew, good, her second.
So if you're Kansas State, you got to continue with the pressure, put them in tough positions, make them have to really fight against your defense.
That'll be a foul on Donarski. Glenn fouled on the shot. That might be on Donarski.
Too much contact and sends Briley Glenn to the free throw line.
Iowa State, one of those teams that has stark metric differences between free throws attempted and fouls committed home and away. Part of that is due to the incredible environment in Hilton Coliseum at home. You get sucked into it all, and Hilton Coliseum, as grand of a place as there is to watch a game and participate as far as women's basketball. And at home, Iowa State very good, usually does not commit many fouls, and they get to the foul line a ton. 8 points off the bench. Big day for the Cyclones here early. Briley Glenn, good catch, tough catch inside, and an offensive foul will be called on Briley Glenn. Get her for the hook. That'll be her first.
Is something that the officials keep an eye out for. You can't put that hand on the defender. You've got to be able to make the move without that contact.
Now somebody may say the hook wasn't all the way around. It doesn't matter. As you said, you can't have a hand on the defender. Fritz hits her first shot of the game, the redshirt freshman. Here's Sundell for the lane. Lost the dribble. It finds Gregory with the shot clock now at 5. Shematsky lets it fly. In and out, no. Glenn, the offensive rebound. Stick back is good.
But now on the offensive glass, easy buckets, easy putbacks.
Cyclones without Jones, without Donarski. Fritz. Ryan takes the three. She'll connect.
People forget how good of a scorer Emily Ryan was coming into college basketball.
Jalen Glenn, the drive shut off by Espen Miller-McGraw. Shot clock at 10. Ryan getting the assignment of Gregory now. Gregory stops, left lane line shot, will miss. Rushed a bit. Cyclones 6 of 9 from the floor in this quarter, 4 of 6 from behind the arc. Driving hard with Fritz. Shot block misses, and an and-one chance for Fritz.
On the flip side, Kansas State, 1 of their last 7, taking advantage of the misses and the miscues and separating themselves. But as you said, just not shooting the basketball at the level of which she has earlier in her career, but giving them some solid minutes here so far tonight.
Gregory, the last 3 years. This year, 7 of 36 from behind the arc. Turnover forced by K-State near the end of the half.
But this is an experienced Cyclone group as well as on the floor for the Wildcats. They've got to convert.
Dew called for the foul. That'll be her second foul.
Gabby Gregory, because she's 88% from the line in conference play, we said finding a way to score the basketball. Either way, now I'm getting fouled and get to the free throw line. Be aggressive.
Jones with 2 fouls back in the game. Ryan. Little zone look here by K-State with Lauterbach into the contest. Espen Miller-McGraw. No. Lauterbach cannot get it. Kane does. A big offensive rebound for the Cyclones.
Huge board by Morgan Kane. Does the little things for this Cyclone squad. Big rebound right there.
Ryan, no. And Lauterbach over the back.
Iowa State team, as most people know, when Stephanie Suarez went out with the knee injury, who was going to see minutes, who was going to see time? Well, this young lady, her number has come up even more, and she has answered the call so far.
She had Gregory, but instead will take it to the basket, miss it, and the rebound to Iowa State. Under a minute to go in the half. Cyclones, who have led by as many as 11. Ryan, strong take, lost it on the in-pass to Dew. 11 turnovers by the Cyclones. Sundell coast to coast, lays up good.
Could have maybe been a foul on Fritz.
5 on the shot clock. Ryan to work. Tough shot, well short. Rebound Shematsky. She finds Sundell. Sundell leans in, scores with 1 left before the half. Big basket by K-State. And the number 12 ranked Cyclones by only 4 at the half. 36-32, Sundell with 9 points.
Hey guys, so Iowa State shooting 50% from the field in that first half, so I asked Coach Finley what was working, and he said they were moving the ball really well. They had some good looks, but they were making some bad decisions, and he said in this second half they need to start taking care of the ball. They need to stop getting into foul trouble and to focus on their scouting report.
Jones fires off a 3 that missed it short. Jones has not had the touch from long distance in this game. 0 of 4 from beyond the arc. 1 of 7 from the field. Here's Jalen Glenn, full head of steam to the basket. And a set play for the Wildcats results in a basket. Under 10 on the shot clock. Jones hits a window. Blocked by Sundell. 20th block of the year for Sundell. Best among all guards and a shot clock violation against Iowa State.
And what you need to be able to do defensively and then find a way to score on the other end. Great help side by Sundell. They get Dew in a bad spot, and that's a turnover.
Gregory, step back 3, and with that, K-State has taken the lead.
Now Gabby Gregory with her 5th straight double-figure game in Big 12 play here, leading this Kansas State team and giving them a lead against the Cyclones.
Donarski, the answer right back. And that quiets the crowd for a moment. Bodies flying everywhere as Jones slammed into Sundell. Briley Glenn's going to let go a 3-pointer. That's going to go. Her first field goal. Donarski, who hit that 3 a moment ago. Drives the basket, won't get it. Glenn the rebound. Gregory wants another. And hits again!
Now you found the stroke, you build that momentum. To be able to stop, you got to try to beat her to the spot instead of trail. You know she's headed to get position. You got to try to get there first.
Morgan Kane, good flash of the basket, but she missed the layup. Everybody sucked to Ashley Jones, leaving Kane wide open. Shamatsi right around the defender to the basket, and the foul called on Fritz.
But help just a smidge late. And that's where that foul goes on Fritz.
These are just her 10th and 11th free throw attempts of the season. And she'll make the second. On a switch, Ryan guarded by Shamatsi. Reverse layup up and in for Emily Ryan. She has 9.
She's just so good with keeping that dribble alive. That is one of the things that I love about Emily Ryan, is her ability to keep that ball moving. The third foul picked up on Ashley Jones, a bit of a collision with Gabby Gregory.
Gregory, full head of steam, hits the foul,
and off the perimeter, no help side. Deuce just going to get caught up. Almost a bit of a slash screen, puts you then back on your heels and out of position defensively. And Iowa State, lucky there.
Came in 4th of the Big 12 at 85%. Gregory, one of only 2 players nationally, averaging over 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists a game, and 85% shooting at the line. K-State hasn't had a player average those numbers since Kendra Wecker in 2005.
That's rare company right there, and that's simply just because of how Gabby Gregory has been so tenacious and physical all season.
Another example, inside again for Gregory, 19.
Much better ball movement for the Wildcats.
Donarski working against Sundell, tries it up and move, blocked from behind by Gabby Gregory, and a foul will be called on Sundell.
And it is going to be like a chess match coming out of timeouts. Exactly what Iowa State did coming out of that timeout. Put the ball in the hands of Donarski, but they still have a 3-point lead.
Before those 2 free throws, K-State had outscored Iowa State 25-9 over the last 8.5 minutes plus of gameplay. It's full head of steam to the basket, running layup goes.
When the Cyclones had Stephanie Suarez in their lineup, she goes down out for the season, and now all of a sudden Danae Fritz may be asked to do a little bit more, but absolutely the confidence of a great scorer.
Great move by Sundell, just didn't finish the shot. And now Iowa State a chance to get back in the game and take the lead. Fritz fouled by Ebert. That'll send her to the free throw line. That's the 5th foul on K-State.
That comes from the skip pass. Do you throw some different things at the Cyclones, especially in the 4th quarter?
Both free throws good for Fritz. Jalen Glenn off a screen. Back iron no, and Dew the rebound. 7 boards for Dew. Iowa State to Jones and a basket. Cyclones come right back and take a 3-point lead in the Little Apple. Gabby Gregory able to get inside of Donarski and score again.
You've got to be able to just play it straight up and have everybody in help.
That ended in Iowa State of 8-0 run. Jones right back at her.
So that does allow other players to get involved. Iowa State's had good balance in their scoring tonight.
Ebert missed the layup, tried to go up again and gets fouled for K-State. And Ebert to the free throw line, a good free throw shooter.
When you get into conference play, is that you've got to find those right rotations and then be able to weather the storm when it comes to foul trouble, possibly injuries. It does feel like that lane parts, and that lane is there for the taking.
Ryan has seemed to come up with a shot whenever Iowa State has needed it most. Jones here cannot find that distance from behind the arc.
I feel sometimes people want to dare her to try to beat you from behind that 3-point line. We've seen her step up and have huge games from behind there. You can't give her the confidence or the space. You just got to continue to contest shooters.
Ebert on a skip pass. Let's go with 3 and gives K-State the lead.
Emily Ebert, 33 minutes on the road in Kansas off the bench, giving Jeff Mitty yet another lift. They haven't had a lot of bench scoring, but whatever you can get at this point, you're going to take.
Ebert then steals it away from Dew. Her half-court heave is short, but Ebert with some big plays.
Big possession right here for Kansas State. Coming out to start this 4th quarter, going back door, looking for Serena Sundell. 21 now on that shot clock.
Sundell will inbound the basketball. Working on Jones. Sundell with the left hand in double figures. Sister Briley is third in the conference in steals. Donarski wanted that shot. Now steps back and takes it. Will miss. Glenn the rebound.
And the step back, even a little bit tougher shot than what she had off the catch. Iowa State looking for some of those isolations. They're going to run a lot of screening actions and sets, force Kansas State to have to make some mistakes defensively.
Here's Samachi, back it down. Her man goes in with the left hand. No, the follow. Gets the rebound and a reset. Good game today for Shamatsky. Now Everett gets the foul.
Coach Mitty said she's enthusiastic, cheers for everyone, and is always there for everybody.
She transferred here from LSU. She has told everyone that her graduation is coming up. She'll be out of eligibility. She's wanting to stick around here at K-State and in Manhattan and find a job and stay in this community. Fritz, tough shot and a foul call on K-State.
But they'll put it on the floor and create. The sophomore stepping up with big confidence here.
A much needed lift for the Cyclones this year. Gregory denied on her attempt to get inside. Glenn, nice reverse dribble and that's off the glass with the basket. Double team on Ryan. Ryan to Morgan Kane, blocked by Gregory.
And the dump down was there, but just good help side, almost at the right place at the right time. Gabby Gregory logging a lot of minutes for Jeff Mitty and Kansas State here in this second half.
Shamatsky about to hit the three, and somebody ran through the screen.
But Ashley Jones, she's going to have to play smart on both ends of the floor with those 4 fouls.
Jalen Glenn gets right inside of Ryan and scores again, and now Jalen Glenn in double figures. Ashley Jones with 4 fouls. Yet to get in double figures. She will try and add to her ledger of 6 points.
Yeah, guys, that huddle was incredibly high energy, as you guys can imagine, kind of feeding off this crowd a little bit. And he wanted them to make sure that everything has stayed in front of them.
For Kansas State in this fourth quarter, they got themselves off to an 8-2 start. That's what prompted the timeout.
Quite the numbers. K-State slows it up. And a bad pass by Glenn, stolen away by Donarski. She'll go in and lay it up.
Where they have been on an island one-on-one. You've always got to have someone in help, ready to be on the weak side, be there to be able to tip a pass.
Looking for Jones. Jones, a guarded 3, finally gets one to go. Her first make of the night.
All comes from the penetration from Donarski. Puts it on the floor hard. Couldn't get that one to go. Briley Glenn continuing to shoot and miss. 3 consecutive possessions for the Wildcats. 3 misses by Glenn. Maybe not necessarily the looks Jeff Mitty's wanting.
Although, to be fair, that last one was a pretty good look. Just didn't go down. Now whistle away for the ball.
Short benches for both. Huge minutes logged by everybody. This is a true old school Big 12 battle.
Jones, what a move! She ties it up.
Ashley Jones ties this thing up at 64.
15 for Jones. I misspoke. Everett working on Dew. Goes in strong and scores. K-State back in front by 2 points. Back to Jones. Stolen away by Jalen Glenn. The Big 12 steals leader. Gets another and gets 12 points.
Easy offense out of your defense, and that's just being active. Iowa State's going to take a timeout to talk about it, but a 4-point swing. Well, having been on a 2-game losing streak, having lost at your arch rival Kansas in Lawrence on Sunday, trying to get back on the right side in the winning column. And I don't think at all happy with their performance in Lawrence, trying to figure out some of the pieces of the puzzle. Well, that has been their defense here tonight. against this Iowa State team, who's one of the best scoring teams in the Big 12.
Dew on the third opportunity gets it to go for Iowa State. 12 for Dew. She's been the only scorer off the bench. A de facto starter in the thing, rotating with Morgan Kane. Jalen Glenn, a three-pointer. Inside! One big shot by Jalen Glenn. Donarski, a full head of steam. Gets the lay-in. And a timeout for Jeff Biddy. She has scored 7 of her 15 here in the fourth quarter. Inbound play will go to Gabby Gregory. We mentioned the fouls Missy did with 1 to give. Iowa State's going to play it straight up here.
Yep. They're looking for a steal. They're looking for a turnover. A ball pressure here by Donarski on Sundell. Kansas State's got to be able to give themselves execution here. You don't want to be whistled for moving screen.
There's a foul by Donarski out high. That's her fourth. So they may foul now. Iowa State will put K-State at the line because K-State could very well dribble this thing down. If they don't, inbound play to Gabby Gregory, and she's fouled immediately. Her 14 20-point games among the Big 12's best. And she drills the free throw. 24 for Gabby Gregory.
Now, she had 25 points, 6 turnovers at Kansas, with 7 of 15 from the field. Those were solid numbers. A much more consistent night from Gabby Gregory.
No one ever questioned the toughness and grit of Gabby Gregory, and she's put it on full display, trying to give K-State their second top 25 win this season. Jones, all the way to the basket, will run and score. K-State out of timeouts cannot advance the basketball. They'll get it into Gregory. Gregory to Ebert to Sundell. And Sundell fouled by Jones on the far sideline. That'll be it for Ashley Jones.
Frontrunner for Big 12 Player of the Year, was voted the preseason Big 12 Player of the Year. You see how much she impacts a ball game. 17 points.
The super senior who was back this year for her COVID season, the All-American, to the bench. And Sundell gets the friendly roll.
We said at the very top, 2 of the best scorers in the Big 12, Gabby Gregory and Ashley Jones, 2 of the toughest players.
Emily Ryan will be the one to play it in. Shamatsi will face guard her. It's lobbed towards Dew at the basket. She'll get it and score. Best possible outcome for the Cyclones.
Continues to be right now a one-possession game.
Sundell will try and change that. 3 of 3 at the line, 2 of 2 in the fourth quarter. Almost did the same thing she did last time. Hit the back iron and have it go in. This time it's a little long. So this free throw pretty big right here.
And no timeouts for Iowa State. Therefore, they've got to go the full 94 feet.
Down 4. No timeouts left. Lob to Donarski. Donarski all the way to the basket. K-State will give her the layup. Ball to be inbounded to Gregory. And Gabby will be fouled with 2.6 or 2.3 seconds left. Gabby Gregory to the free throw line. And she parries the free throw.
Put the ball in the hands of Gabby Gregory, 88% from the line. In conference play.
She makes both. One last chance for Iowa State. Espen Miller-McGraw will make the three-pointer at the buzzer, but it will not matter. Kansas State takes down another ranked team from Iowa as they defeat number 12 Iowa State 78-77.
Could not have come at a better time if you're Kansas State needing to get back on the winning side.